Hey everybody, and welcome to David Christopher's. I'm Jen.
I'm David.
And we are so excited to be back with you. It has been several weeks since we had a video come out, and so we are working on one for you today, and we hope that you enjoy it and love it. We are past Christmas.
Yeah, past Christmas. Still living in Christmas though,
Yes.
with market, and we're pre-selling Christmas for 2022 at this point. So we have been inundated with lots of things to do. I've been trying to get orders and everything placed overseas so that we get everything hopefully earlier this year. Maybe no supply chain issues. We'll
Yes,
see.
we were hoping for no labor shortages, which we experienced in 2021. Our shipping department got a little bit behind like the rest of the world, but we made it through. We pushed through. We all pitched in. Everybody from our staff, no matter what your job or your job title happened to be, we hit the floor in the warehouse and picked orders and shipped orders and packed orders, and
Everybody got to experience the warehouse this year.
yes. But now that Christmas is over, a lot of you are probably ready to transform your home. You're taking down all the Christmas decorations. Maybe you've already taken them down. You're looking for something new. You have empty spots to fill. And we have started bringing in more home decor than just florals and Christmas here at David Christopher's. And David actually has some lanterns to show you today that are absolutely phenomenal. You will see some of them behind us.
We built a little lantern tree in the store here and filled those Mercury glass lanterns with fairy lights. And we're going to show you a little bit of a few different options on what you can do with some of these lanterns.
Yes, let's get to it. So if you are new to our channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you. We know we have some new people here, so you may not be familiar with how we do our videos, but each week it's just something new and different when it comes to home decor, when it comes to florals, trying to give you ideas on how to be creative and create things in your home. Everything you see in our video, you can find that at davidchristopher's.com. We sell retail, which means anyone can buy retail from us, and we also sell wholesale. So if you run your own business, a lot of our wholesale customers love our videos, watch our videos, and we're so grateful for them and able to inspire them on how to use our products in their store and then teach their customers how to use the products in their store. So we have lanterns today, and you're going to show us.
I'm going to show you a few different options that you can do with lanterns. So for one thing, to me, this part of the year, along with Christmas, is kind of lantern season, because I feel like in these months where it's a little gray, it's a little darker, there's not as much light out, and you get home at 6 o'clock and you are in the dark without turning any lights on at the home, that I feel like I need extra light in my life. So that's why we're showing you some of the options with the fairy lights inside of the lanterns.
But
So
look how much the difference that makes.
Yeah.
When you have, it's beautiful by itself.
This is one of our new geometric Mercury glass lanterns. And so you can do the typical thing with your lantern if you want to, which, you know, looks good. This is a battery operated candle. You can use regular flame candles in these as well, because they have an open hole for a vent and they are brass and glass. But you can do that, or if you really want to make a phenomenal impact, I do suggest we can add these copper wire fairy lights, the
We should
LED.
call these Jen's hair lights.
Because they are tangled in everything.
Yes, they remind me of my hair.
And they have just such a little subtle cord that you can kind of run down the back of them that you won't notice, because it's just a very, very thin clear cord on the back. That these are great to put like as something that you would put on a little side table in your home, or even, you know, my goal was to put them up the stairs to like the front door, and just as a little alcove, just to warm that up a little bit. And we've got lots and lots of different sizes, so you don't necessarily have to use this size. We have giant size, we have small sizes, but we have 4 sizes of this.
But you mentioned outside though. Are these made for outside?
Yeah, these would be great outside. These, you might want to make sure that they've got a little bit of weight in the bottom, just so that they you know, like the square ones would be fine, but if you've got like this style that's got a little bit narrower base, you might want to put a few smooth rocks in the bottom or something like that, just to keep them from tipping over. But we also have...
What if rain gets in these outside?
Rain should be fine. They do have some small holes in the...
Do all of them have those holes? So it won't hurt your lights to get wet.
Yeah, right.
If it fills up with water, it's not going to damage the lights.
They're not waterproof. They're vented. They're meant for actual candles as well. So you can put candles in them. You can put various different things. So we're showing you like the fairy lights and the geometric style, or we have this square style.
And that's so easy. Style. You're just dropping in those lights, and it just creates such an elegant look. This would be great if you have a wedding coming up and you're looking for decor for the wedding, maybe the tabletop pieces or something to go down the aisle, or even something on a mantle. A lot of people, their spaces have reception areas, have mantles and things that you can decorate. So this would be perfect and very easy if you're into just keeping it simple.
Yes.
You lantern, roll up a string of lights. You don't have to be any kind of pro. You don't have to hire somebody to do this for you. You can just do it yourself.
Okay. So if you decide you want lights, this is how they're going to come. And you're going to open that up, and there's a little adapter for a plug. And then there's the, this is the transformer. And then you're going to take this little silicone piece that has the two prongs in it, and it's got a little spot where it connects to just the right place. So if you're trying to put it in and it doesn't feel like it wants to go in all the way to where this little washer is, this little rubber ring that keeps the water out, just make sure you've got it turned the correct way. And then it's got a little plastic cap that you can screw on over that, and then you can untangle the actual silver wire here. This part, the coated wire, doesn't get very tangly. And then what we have is basically this particular style of light is going to come in this round piece, and it's got where they have kind of tied the end together. Let me find that end piece. Once you get this end piece figured out, there it is, right there. Once you figure out where that end piece is, you just unwrap that a couple of times from around this coil, and it will set free. You can just kind of unwind. And so I just loosely kind of unwind this piece, and you can go ahead and just drop in your lantern as you unwind if you choose. And that gives you kind of maximum space, so you kind of take some of that coil out of it where it fills the lantern a little bit better. You straighten some of that up so it doesn't tighten up too much on you. And that really amplifies the lights and gets them from just staying in the bottom to kind of all over the top. Of course, if you get impatient, just throw the whole thing in there and kind of untangle forcefully. And this is a 32-foot, I think it's 100 LED lights on this particular strand. I believe they, let me see, I think they are, yeah, $5.99. That's a fantastic price to add to your lantern. And then you also don't have to worry about batteries. You don't have to worry about changing lighting candles or changing out batteries for candles, things like that. This, it comes plugged in. You can plug it up to like a smart receiver or a timer and just let it turn on every time you want it to. And that's just an incredible visual impact with that Mercury finish. But they also look good we can also put these in the clear lanterns as well. And we can, this one's rather large. You might want to go to a little bit larger size on the LED lights for that one. But just something very, very simple that you can do. And then you can also add, if you want to add just a little green, something that looks like it's kind of growing down at the base. We could put rocks down at the bottom. We could grow our own styles of succulents. These make great terrariums, and a lot of people like to add the lights to their terrariums. So we could put branches, we could put florals, we could put this little eucalyptus bunch that I already cut up. That's one of our best-selling spring items because it just adds just a little bit of that natural eucalyptus style thing.
So the first lanterns that you're going to show us are the clear glass lanterns.
So traditional clear glass lanterns, you can...
A little door that opens on the side.
Yeah, a little side pocket over there so we can get in here. And these are great if you've got a lot of different pillar sizes that you want to put in there. I like that very linear style. These are great for mantles or for like a console table where you just want a little bit of that warm glow in it. But you can also use the LED lights in these. These also make really great terrarium styles. We do florals in these quite a bit. We've even, sent them as gifts to people.
Yeah, we send these a lot as gifts, and also even to someone that's had a loved one pass away. It's a great gift, a memorial gift that they can use in their home, change it out with the seasons.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to open the little door. Are you going to take the candles out?
I'm going to take these candles out. These are little battery candles, but again, these lanterns are really meant for whatever you want to do with them. So you can put actual candles in these. They do not have to, they're not like wooden lanterns. A lot of the wooden lanterns you might not necessarily want to put real candles in.
Because the top is open and vented. So if you burn a real candle in here, what are the chances of you getting that black smoke on the glass? Is that a possibility?
It's a possibility. It depends on the candle too. So if you use one that's an extremely really good quality cosmetic soy base, you get a lot cleaner burn. If you get one of those like really cheap candles that's just a pillar, you might get a little smoke in there, but that really adds, to me, I think it makes it look a little more realistic because you see those like gas lanterns in different places, they've got a little bit of that soot on them, and you can always wipe that off.
Well, and I was going to say, everyone knows that likes to keep things clean. Vinegar and baking soda, I bet it would take that right off of the glass. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside.
Okay. Then we've also got, these are new. These are a set of 3 that have different sizes. So if you've got different size pillars, these work really well. I've put different size candles in these. We've used these, like I said, as a terrarium. They have, they're a glass dome that comes with a saucer, and then it's got a brass accent on the top to help you hold that and not get, the glass on your fingers. And that also helps with the heat that's going to escape if you put real candles in them.
And that's still just another fantastic idea for an event like a wedding or other event where you need a little something on the table. You want it to look different. You could put some greenery or a little bit of floral around it, or you could just use it like it is for something simple. It's not so tall that you can't see over it when you're trying to have conversation with people. So it's a great, you've heard me say simple because for 2022, my life is about trying to simplify as much as possible. Let's not make it complicated if we don't have to. And so if I happen to be working on a wedding right now, this or the lanterns with the little fairy lights, that would be right up my alley because it does not take a whole lot.
And when we have a little more time, next time, I may do some tablescapes with some of the lanterns. So we'll mix like some narcissus and bulbs and plantings. So for spring, you could put different sizes of lanterns going down your table, and you could mix a little bit of floral in that with some bird's nest just to really kind of bring spring back in.
Yes, I'm in love with these ideas.
Okay, and then we're going to move on to one of my favorite new pieces, which are these, they're offset cubes. So, you know, a normal cube should sit like so, but these have a diagonal cut on one of the corners so that these are actually going to sit open toward you. And I really like geometric. I like funky geometric and very clean style, and these really scream clean to me.
Yes.
Now the great thing about these is I use these as lanterns. So if you want to put, you know, a candle in these work great for candles as well.
Yes.
But we also, what we're planning to do a lot of them is terrarium or faux terrarium, where you don't actually have to worry about the moisture and all of those things. So we have, you know, some of our faux succulents mixed in this one, and I think these just like turned just so on a console table, on a buffet table, you know, with a couple of lamps on either side. I think that really, really livens up a space.
Yes.
Now we're going to talk about smoky colored glass. I love this new dark glass. We call it smoky glass, but it actually gives off a little bit of a navy vibe to it. And I think the navy with this gold really works well. We have some of the candles that we sell as a set of 3. And I unfortunately ran out of AAA batteries. But I'm just trying to show you the scale of this lantern. This one is massive.
It is large.
It is quite big. It's got easily room for, I have 6 different sizes of pillar candles and one lantern easily, and there's still room. So you could put some of the larger pillars in there, but I really do like the warm glow in that smoky color. So for the actual candles, I think I may like the smoky glass a little bit better, just because of that glow that it gives off. But we also can use the fairy lights and the smoky glass as well, and it gives a really nice effect also because it really brightens that up. It tones down the fairy lights a little bit, just so they're not.
You said we could be rough with these, right?
My version of rough. Not Jen's version of rough, my version of rough.
David has much more patience than I do for things, and maybe that's the mom in me that just only has so much time to.
I work with a lot of glass ornaments and glass lanterns and things. And, you know,
but yeah,
I'm trying to be careful and not break anything.
Can you put some of this cord in here?
Sure.
Will it show up? Or...
No.
Okay, so there you go. Kind of, yeah. You could adjust it a little bit if you wanted to.
But I really like the color of the fairy lights with this dark glass. That's really a nice glow. And like I said, if you have navy, if you have blues in your house, this is a fantastic option to really use to add a little bit of ambiance in that area.
And what would be the best bet if somebody, you know, they don't want their cord hanging, but you could somehow adhere it to part of the pattern on this so that it's, you know,
that really high-tech Scotch tape would probably be
packing tape.
your best bet for something like that. So I would just kind of run it down some of this grid work on the back, and you could hide almost all of that completely where you would not be able to see. You wouldn't sit it on.
That's what I would like. I would want the cord just kind of hanging out of the back. So yeah, I like that.
We have so many more lanterns than we can show you right now. We will be showing them over the course of the season, but this is just kind of an introductory piece, you can go to our website, www.davidchristopher's.com, and see all of the lantern options that we have. We have lots of new options, lots of new home decor options that we're going to be showing in future videos. Very, very soon. We're hoping to have just a little bit more time to do some more of these videos, and we really appreciate you watching.
So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Bye!